Hi everyone, it's Kate. Tonight is my night to read a bedtime story, and it's such a beautiful day that I thought I would sit outside. I chose a book that I really like called Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andreas and Parker Reese. I have this book and we use it in our classroom. We have the book on CD. The children really like it because it makes animal sounds and music for all the dances that they talk about in the book. So if you enjoy this book, maybe you want to look at it on Tumble Books. Giraffes Can't Dance. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. So he's a little clumsy. Now every year in Africa they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And there's the sign, the entrance to the dance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Oh, poor Gerald. The warthogs started waltzing, the rhinos rock and rolled, the lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." I do not like the name calling. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. They found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." So here's the cricket. One interesting thing about this book is on every page there are a cricket and 3 bugs you can look for, almost in the book Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown, when you can look for the mouse. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me the sweetest music is those branches in the trees. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." So he's closing his eyes and he's listening to the music. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. So on every page you'll see the cricket, the blue bug, red and yellow, hidden in the illustration. Look, Gerald's ready to dance. He hears the music. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. He looked so happy. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was wide open. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I'm dancing," Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." Look at those moves. "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." I hope you enjoyed the story. Sweet dreams.